Hey everybody, it's me, it's Thor. Hope you're doing great. Welcome back. If you're brand new, welcome to the party. Great to meet you. So tomorrow I'm going out on the road again for a week with Ashley Campbell, doing a run of shows in Scotland, culminating with a great festival called Celtic Connections. We did it a couple of years ago. Ashley and I have another group together called Campbell Jensen, right here. And it's one of the best shows we've ever done. So we're really looking forward to this. And doing it with Ashley's new material and this full band, it's going to be great. You might even be able to hear her warming up through this mic because she's warming up in the other room. I wanted to try something different with my pedal board. I do my best to mostly talk about music here, but gear is part of the gig, so it's unavoidable sometimes. But I mostly like to talk about the things that I'm doing as opposed to trying to tell you what you should do. So I'm trying something that I've actually wanted to try for a while, and no better time like the present, and I happen to have all the elements needed for it. On my pedal board, I typically run 2 drive pedals and a boost. I like to have a thicker overdrive, which is like almost leaning towards fuzz. I just refer to it as a thick drive. So a thick drive and then a lighter drive, which I use most of the time when a drive is needed. And then a clean boost for solos. And I've run into problems with that sometimes because, you know, overdrive is the most difficult pedal to nail, right? It's, we all have this ideal in our head, and sometimes as time goes on, you just kind of can't get down with it, right? So I've landed on a pedal I really, really love that I got a couple of weeks ago. I used it on a gig last week with Izzo Fitzroy, and it's absolutely fantastic. And it's called the Hot Toddy by JSA Effects. That's a picture of it. And I really like the character of the overdrive. You know, they're not all created equal, and this one is, to buzzword alert, it's the most transparent I've ever used, which is important to me because first line of defense is the sound of your amplifier, and I like a clean sound. I like the character that I get from my clean sound. Like, I love that. I don't want to mess with that. So it's difficult for me to find a drive that I really, really love everything about. And this one so far is the closest I've gotten. And it's really, really great. It sounds like this. I love it. I absolutely love it. Feels the same as my clean, just dirty, you know? That's what I'm looking for. So, because of that, when I use like a thicker drive, it changes the character. And with this material, I don't need a drive that's that thick. And I use it sparingly. So what I've opted to do is something that I've wanted to try for a while, which is the drive I really love, and before it, I'm putting a boost. And then after it, I have my boost for solos. So the boost before it is just giving me more drive because I'm boosting into the drive pedal, which I've done before, but I've never used two boosts before, and I'm pretty excited about it. Now, I reserve the right to change my mind once the shows begin. I'm of course going to bring with me another drive. I'll probably bring two. The Timmy, which is like a Swiss Army knife for me. I can make it into a clean boost, so if one of these boosts isn't really doing the trick, I can use this. I can also use this as a thick drive if I need to. And recently I've been using this STO by Way Huge for my thick drive, which I like a lot. It's sort of their take on a Noble's ODR1, and so it can get really thick, and I like it. But what I have on the board right now, here's a shot of the board now. I'm using, so I've got the Hot Toddy in the middle. Going into the Hot Toddy is a pedal made by my good buddy Miguel at Stax Effects in Long Beach, California. Miguel, you're the man. And he sent this to me a long time ago. He's an old buddy. I used to live in California, and we were buddies and part of the same scene there. And it was a good life in California. And this is a germanium booster, sort of based on a Rangemaster, but it has a frequency control on it. So it could either be Rangemaster and just a treble booster, or it could be more full range. I have it set right down the pipe, right down the middle, and I have the level goose just a little bit. And then the boost I have after the drive is a Jerry Blaster, which is made by my good buddy Peter Fisher at Collar City Guitars in Troy, New York. Peter. And that's based on the Alembic blaster that Jerry Garcia used in his instruments. So another full range boost. So here's the Hot Toddy on its own. Here's the Hot Toddy with the Stax germanium boost going into it. Hot Toddy alone. Boost going into it. So there's a perceived volume increase, but it's just perceived. It's really about the same volume, but just dirtier, thicker. And so far I love it. Mind you, I haven't done it on stage yet, but it's ace. The big reason I haven't kept the Stax on my board regularly over the years, I go through periods. It only runs on battery. So I'm always worried about not changing the battery in time, stuff like, you know what I mean? And the Jerry Blaster is just a level boost, right? But it's a full range boost pedal. So clean tone, Jerry Blaster. So it's just louder, and it's nice. It's a nice character to it. Not all boosts are created equal. So it's just going to give me some extra volume when I need it. My hands are just not cooperating today. So another thing that I plan on using is both boosts together. Pretty psyched about that. There's a song in Ashley's repertoire called Forever's Not That Long. Really great sounding classic country song. And on the recording there's beautiful pedal steel playing, and I am not a beautiful pedal steel player. But I like to do my best impression of a pedal steel player. And I find with single coil pickups and slide guitar, especially when I'm playing clean, I need a bit of a lift. And at the moment, I really like the way both boosts sound together. So with a volume pedal and a slide, please forgive me. Sounds great. I also like, I mean, the stacks, the germanium boost sounds great on its own. I probably won't use it on its own that much, but it has a great feel to it underneath the fingers. When I first got this, I was bringing it to gigs and just leaving it on, and I loved it. Even though it was just a very transparent, clean tone, it just did something to the feel. So once again, clean. Here's the germanium. Obviously it's a little bit louder, so you're going to hear that, but it reacts really well to a volume knob on the guitar. It's a great pedal. So I'm excited about this. You know, again, I reserve the right to change my mind, so I'll bring some backup supplies. But have you guys ever done 2 boosts before? Let me know. Especially 2 boosts with a very clean amp. That's another question. Let me know in the comments. Yeah, and I guess that's it. While I'm on the road, I'm going to try to do some shorts and stuff like that, but, you know, it's tough because I'm working. But thanks, everyone, for tuning in, and I will check you out soon. See ya.